Welcome back to TTS Daily, everyone. I'm Yi. So, in Sepang, Malaysia, Kota Warisan, a woman was struck on the face by her husband because she was late coming out of a shopping mall after buying chicken rice. The husband was arrested on Saturday, February 1st, 2025 and was remanded for 3 days for further investigations. The remand was approved by the Magistrate Court in Kuala Lumpur, Langkat, starting Sunday, February 2, 2025. The suspect was believed to have been sleeping in his car when the police tracked him down. The victim was delayed inside the mall, which reportedly angered the husband, leading to the struck on her face. There's this viral 29-second video of the incident here, showing the woman exiting the mall with chicken rice before being struck in the face by her husband, which is really terrible to see. And kudos to the officers, kudos to the police in Malaysia for, taking appropriate actions towards her abusive husband. As you can see in the video here, we will not be able to show you the whole clip, so it'll be edited out at the point of impact. Our second story of the day happens in Johor, Malaysia, where a Singaporean man was injured defending his in-laws from attackers in Kluang, Johor during Chinese New Year celebrations. So he went back to Johor with his wife to celebrate Chinese New Year with his in-laws, and for 3 days, 2 men harassed the family by setting off firecrackers, splashing paints and breaking car windows. So on a confrontation on January 31st, one of the attackers used a sharp object to injure the Singaporean man, hurting his head, chest and left arm. The family fought back using sticks after the harassment escalated, and this was not the first time. Similar incidents occurred in 2023 and 2024, with previous police reports filed but no response from authorities, according to the family. As you can see from this video here, we are only able to show you a segment of the incident as, too much violence, so we have to do a lot of censoring at a clip. The family denied owing money to loan sharks and expressed a desire to resolve any underlying feuds or clarify if the attackers may have targeted the wrong family. Police have followed up investigations, and a 37-year-old suspect with a history of criminal and narcotics offence was arrested. He tested positive for illegal substances also. He's being investigated for assault with a dangerous weapon and causing mischief. 2 other suspects are still at large. The police are continuing their search for the remaining suspects. Stay safe, everyone, during this Chinese Lunar New Year period. We're back in Singapore right now, where statistics shows that over 3,000 F&B outlets closed in Singapore during 2025, the highest since 2005. So in 20 years, this is the highest year for 2024 for F&B outlet closures. Over 3,000, okay? The reasons for closures include, not surprisingly, increased operating costs. Costs like food, supplies, ingredients, electricity, rental have gone up significantly, and also decrease in business, reduction in footfall. Higher costs have led to more expensive food, resulting in less customer traffic and reduced business profitability. So everything is like a chain going on like this. Example includes a wine bar at 38 Carpenter Street that announced closure due to unsustainable business conditions. They highlighted a rent increase by 30% during COVID-19 period. I mean, when there's less F&B crowd, rentals still go up 30%. I mean, that is kind of insane and wild, And even after COVID, customer numbers did not recover correspondingly. Somehow I feel that the COVID period changed a lot of culture and how we day-to-day living in Singapore. So it's like we don't have the culture of really eating out anymore. COVID actually enhanced a certain way of living by, eating in at home. Economic factors include a strong Singapore dollar makes dining out more expensive, encouraging locals to spend abroad instead, and there's also weaker tourism from China that impacted local F&B businesses. Despite a record-breaking number of F&B outlet closures in 2024, new F&B establishments are opening at a higher rate, with 3,793 new openings in 2024. That is outpacing closures. But then you need to know F&B industry is really brutal, okay? I would say most F&B that open, they would likely close during the first 5 years of operations. And even though new establishments are outpacing outlet closures, most of these people are probably new to F&B and not aware of the costs associated with operating an F&B outlet. Have you watched Jack Neo's latest movie, I Want to Be Boss? Is out in Singapore, and Jack Neo has addressed criticisms of his new movie in a live stream, defending the filmmaking process and the effort put into the movie. Following its release, the movie faced negative feedback online, with some urging others not to watch it, claiming it was so bad that viewers walked out. Despite this, the movie has grossed over $1 million locally, okay? The film follows Ong Tong Nan, who after being forced to retirement, starts a Chinese restaurant with an influencer and an ex-colleague. A central plot involves an AI robot and a betrayal over a secret recipe. Oh, that sounds like our story from yesterday about hawker secret recipe. Anyway, despite the criticism, I Want to Be Boss topped Singapore box office on Chinese New Year Eve and the first 2 days and earned ringgit 2 million in Malaysia by January 31st. Jack Neo explained that movies released during the Chinese New Year are planned well in advance, involving multiple stages of discussion, production and critique before release. And he also said that there was feedback considered from over 100 people that was considered in the editing process, and Jack emphasized understanding diverse viewer opinions but was unhappy with those discouraging others from watching. Jack Neo asked for respect towards filmmakers, highlighting the extensive work behind movie production and urged viewers not to dissuade others from watching as enjoyment is subjective. He acknowledged that viewers leaving the cinema might have their reasons but stressed that personal dislike shouldn't dictate others' viewing choice. So Jack Neo is saying, you may not enjoy the movie, but please don't tell others not to watch it. And please respect filmmakers, because as filmmakers will not tell other people to not watch other filmmakers' movies, because the filmmaking process is very tedious. But how about from a moviegoer perspective? If someone doesn't enjoy the movie and they think it's a waste of time, they might share with their social circles that, hey, this movie is kind of boring, it's kind of dull, maybe I want to watch something else or do something else because I felt that my money wasn't well spent. And our last story of the day, on January 30th, 2025, a woman attempted to board a train at Gardens by the Bay MRT stations, and the doors were closing and she used her walking stick to jam the doors. Take note, lady, this is not a lift where there is sensor and you can just, try to wave your hand on an object and the door will magically open. So guess what? Your walking stick did get stuck, and it was stuck between the platform screen doors. A man on the platform then tried to keep the screen doors open, while another man, likely her companion inside the cabin, tried to force the train doors to open from inside. Both doors were eventually opened, allowing the woman to retrieve her stick and board the train. Social media users criticized the group for their reckless behavior, suggesting they should have waited for the next train. Yes, they should have waited for the next train. Once again, if you try an arm, a leg, it might get the impact of the platform doors of an MRT is not like your elevator where there is sensor that they are prepared to reopen if the sensors are triggered, SMRT has confirmed the incident happened around 8:20 PM on January 30th and highlighted the safety risks and potential service disruptions caused by such actions. And advised commuters to board safely or wait for the next train if they miss one. Yes. So even if your companion is in the cabin and you miss it, then I guess that's why we have handphones, right? Contact your companion and, meet up at another station.